Okay, so we all want our content to absolutely crush it on Google, right? But let's be real, that path to page one can feel like a total chaotic mess. So what if you could just simplify that whole process? Well, today, we're going to dig into a tool that aims to do exactly that. It's called the Smart Blog Ranker, and it's basically an AI copilot for your SEO.
I mean, does this question hit a little too close to home? If you've ever poured hours, maybe even days into a blog post, only to watch it just disappear into the black hole of page 5 on Google, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It is a massive frustration for anyone creating content, and it's the exact problem we're going to tackle.
You know, the real enemy of good SEO often isn't a lack of knowledge. Nope, it's a broken workflow. Think about it. You've got your draft open in one tab, a keyword tool in another, competitor analysis in a third. You're constantly bouncing back and forth, and that context switching is an absolute productivity killer.
All right, so here's our game plan for today. We'll kick things off with what I'm calling the SEO juggling act. Then we'll meet your in-browser AI copilot, take a look under the hood to see how it all works, figure out if this tool is actually for you, and wrap up with how to optimize smarter, not harder. Okay, first up, the SEO juggling act. This is the core problem that, honestly, so many of us face. So here's the big idea, right? That constant tab switching is the real enemy of getting things done. To be effective, your SEO insights need to be right there, where you're actually working. We're talking inside your document, on your competitor's page, directly in your workflow. Every time you have to jump to another app, it just breaks your focus and slows everything down.
So, how do we fix this completely broken workflow? Well, that brings us to our next section, introducing the solution, which is your in-browser AI copilot.
So what exactly is an AI SEO copilot? Well, imagine having an expert literally sitting over your shoulder, giving you instant feedback as you work. That's the idea. It pulls all that critical data, keywords, what your competitors are up to, quick on-page fixes, and puts it right into your browser. The goal? You never have to switch tabs again. And honestly, this is the real game changer. It doesn't matter if you're looking at your own blog post, checking out a competitor's article, or even scoping out a potential backlink. The insights come to you. You get immediate AI-powered guidance on whatever web page you're literally looking at. Okay, the concept sounds great, but how does it actually work? Let's pop the hood and take a look.
The whole process is designed to be incredibly simple. Seriously, it's just 3 steps. 1, you go to any web page you want to check out. 2, you hit Run AI Scan and it analyzes everything. Headings, keywords, you name it, in just seconds. And 3, you get a simple prioritized checklist of the most important fixes to apply right away. Now, behind that simple 3-step process, there's a pretty powerful engine at work. So let's break down the core features that actually make all this possible. The tool's power really comes from bringing 5 key things together in one place. You've got AI-powered content optimization, advanced keyword research, deep competitor analysis, super fast one-click SEO audits, and it even gives you insights into a site's overall authority and traffic.
Okay, now what's so cool here is how it brings 2 different worlds together that are usually kept separate. On the one hand, you've got all your on-page SEO stuff. You know, everything you directly control on your site, like titles, keywords, and your internal links. But then, on the other hand, you get the off-page context. This is the bigger picture, a site's authority, its traffic signals, what keywords your competitors are actually ranking for. Having both of those views at the same time, that is incredibly powerful.
All right, so we've seen what it is and how it works, but now we get to the really important question. Who is this actually for? Is it for you? And what's really interesting when you look at who uses this is just how diverse the group is. It is definitely not just for one type of person. Yeah, content marketers and bloggers make up about half of the users, but then you've got a really strong showing from SEO professionals, small businesses, and digital agencies too. It just goes to show that this workflow problem is pretty much universal. And this really breaks down why it's so useful for each of them. For content marketers, it's all about building strategies backed by real data. For bloggers and writers, it's about letting them focus on what they do best, writing, while the AI handles that tedious checklist. For the SEO pros, it's a huge time saver, speeding up audits and research. Small businesses get clear, guided steps they can actually follow. And for agencies, it's simple. They can deliver better, faster insights to their clients. Okay, let's bring this all home. The final piece of the puzzle is about optimizing smarter, not just harder. And a huge part of that is building trust. And, you know, the proof is really in the pudding. Take this quote from Alex Doe, a content lead, who said, We replaced 3 SEO tools with Smart Blog Ranker and cut research time in half. I mean, that's a direct shot at that tool juggling problem we talked about at the beginning.
And for writers, the actual experience of using it is just as important. A blogger named Jane Smith said, "The on-page suggestions are clear, fast, and easy to apply while I'm writing." That's key, right? It shows how it just seamlessly fits into the creative flow instead of disrupting it.
Then for the pros, it all comes down to speed and delivering value. Sam Wilson, an SEO consultant, put it perfectly. My audits now take minutes, not hours. Perfect for client deliverables. I mean, that's a massive win for anyone who has to report back to clients.
Okay, but a huge part of optimizing smarter really comes down to trust. Let's face it, you can't really trust a browser extension if you don't talk about privacy. This is so critical, and it seems this tool was built with privacy as a core feature, not just some afterthought.
And here's what that actually means in practice. The tool does literally nothing until you click to launch it on a page. It's not tracking you in the background. It never collects your personal data or your browsing history. It's just an on-demand tool that's fully compliant with all the strict policies of the Chrome Web Store. Period.
So, really, it all boils down to this one question. Are you ready to stop that chaotic juggling act and turn every single page you visit into a simple, guided SEO workflow?
So I'll leave you with this final thought. SEO is always changing, right? It's never static. So the real question isn't just, is my process working today? It's, is my workflow built to keep winning on Google in 2026 and beyond? Definitely something to think about.